Ladies and gentlemen, it would appear that Sucker Punch are the latest victims of layoffs. This has actually just been confirmed to IGN. SCEA, Sony, basically, have given a statement, and it reads as follows. SCEA can confirm a reduction of workforce has taken place in Sucker Punch Productions. Sucker Punch is appreciative of the tremendous work team members have contributed to the infamous and Sly Cooper series and wish them the best in their next endeavours. So that was a pretty short and sweet statement. I was expecting something a little bit more, well, helpful, but that's pretty much all they've said. In case you were thinking, well, did I skip the part with the numbers? Nope. So it could be 3 people who got, well, the boot, or it could be 33,000. Okay, maybe not quite that many since there's not that number in the studio, but you kind of get my point. There are no numbers here. However, it's in a way not really a good thing that the numbers aren't mentioned, and if you actually listen to the statement fairly closely, it could be that there are quite a few key members. It could be fairly deep, because if you were to look at, say, Sly Cooper, this was launched, the last one, the latest one, was way back in 2005. So that gives you an idea that it's not newbies who just joined to, say, help make the artwork for, say, Second Son. These are people who've been with the company, let's say, basically 10 years. Now, Sucker Punch themselves have been around since 97, so almost 20 years old now, slightly less, but started to get in a relationship with Sony back in the days of Sly Cooper, and this was launched in 2002 on the PlayStation 2, of course, and then Sony eventually just said, hey, you know what, we want to buy you guys in 2011. And this coincided rather nicely with the launch of the original Infamous, which of course was exclusive to the PlayStation 3. Very good game, by the way. I'd highly recommend it. And so now we've got Infamous Second Son. We know that they are producing a standalone DLC. That's First Light, which seems to be doing okay in the press and the public opinion. Second Son, it was kind of a mixed bag. Some people were a little disappointed with it, honestly. I personally felt the game was a little short, and I didn't really like the side quests that much. I'll just be totally and utterly honest. But overall, I thought it was a good Infamous game. I did feel that the range of powers was a bit crap, if I'm totally honest. I feel that, say, Infamous 2 had a better monopoly on that. With Second Son, you felt that each of the power sets was pretty much just a swap out of the other. Now, they did have unique characteristics. For example, Smoke had different characteristics from, say, Neon, and you could definitely tell those in terms of, say, the speeding and whatever, but each of them had very similar attack properties. So what we can do, and I'm sure we could all agree here, whether you're a Microsoft fan, or a Sony fan, or a PC gamer, is we can agree that it's unfortunate news for the studio themselves, and it's never pleasant to be told, well, I'm sorry, you're being made redundant. Those are the worst words you can probably hear in your working career. But let's hope that they can find another position soon. They are, of course, certainly not the only ones that have had their problems with their job situation. We all know, for example, of studios such as, say, Crytek, which have been pretty much synonymous right now with the bearers of bad news. And indeed, Crytek themselves have actually said they know their reputation has been pretty much left in tatters after all of this. Now, definitely we're not seeing the same situation with Sucker Punch, but it does lead you to ask, why is this happening? Now, don't forget, there are reasons that studios become larger and smaller. It depends on projects. For example, in the initial phase of project planning, especially for larger projects, it can be that you just don't need that amount of number of people, because right now the graphics artists aren't working, there's no sound design to do, the programmers aren't really doing that much, so it could be a situation like that. Some people might say it could be the sales figures of the games, maybe the studio's being slightly downsized, maybe that they're going for a different direction, maybe they don't feel that the people who work there currently, it's not that they were doing a bad job, but maybe they want to get in a different group of people, maybe to spice up the direction of the next game. It's impossible to say. And Sony's comments aren't exactly what you could say indicative of helpfulness. So you could pretty much speculate all day long. Anyway, guys, it's a bit of a shame, and I feel pretty bad actually for those who are affected by this, but let's hope that the studio at least manages to continue to produce really good games, and I personally feel that that will be the case. I don't think Sony are going to be shutting it down or anything ludicrous like that, and I do hope that those who have lost their jobs manage to find employment rather snappily. Anyway, I'll see you soon, take care, and bye for now.